Test, test. Okay. Well, you might get your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. It's me mousing over menu stuff on the game window. Happy 3-year anniversary, Phoenix. I can't believe it's been 3 years. We'll go ahead and get started once this excellent cover of Short Change Hero is done. Okay. Go ahead and bring up the game stream and welcome everyone to Rogue Live. It's been a while. I am finally over my cold. We're going to play Strange Horticulture tonight. Chat, let me know how the sound balance is, please. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Maybe that's why my houseplants always die. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. It's always an uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses, after all. Day 1, Friday. Rigas Day. Zoom in. If you're having difficulty, you can hold shift to zoom in. Okie dokie. Oh yes, I can see. So, oh yeah, that's pretty nice. So for those of you who maybe are a little short, a little nearsighted, I found it, an excerpt of the elusive wandering Bouet. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that may be of interest. Simone. Yes, give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear from me. Guessing Hellbore is our furball. Oh, kitty purrs. The will to explore, a closer inspection, a rising dread. Oh, we have a deep fear growing. Drag a plant here to take a close look at it. Flowers are sweet with a red scent. Small red berries. Smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. What's that? I don't know. Watering can. Oh wow, there's actually a fair number of plants here. Pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. Purple flowers have a light buttery scent. Cream-colored flowers, they smell wonderful. Faintly off-putting but not overpowering. It has a sweet scent, like strawberry dipped in honey. That sounds delightful. Single pink flower that smells pleasant. Flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Well, I'm going to move this over here with all the other nice smelling stuff. Leaves are coarse to the touch. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Smells faintly of wood smoke. I mean, it kind of looks like burning wood, doesn't it? That's neat. It's a nice touch. Veined leaves have a waxy finish. Well, you can join your waxy-leafed friend over here. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. I wonder if those warts are blood that it is taken from people unwaringly touching the spores, things. A light, airy scent. Well, they can go over here too. Stiff leaves. Smells of nothing. Oh, well, I mean, that's my experience with flowers for the most part. They smell of nothing. Soft purple with a sweet scent. Sweet scent. We know where the good smelling flowers go. They all go over here together. Scent that scratches at the back of my throat. That sounds thoroughly unpleasant. Okay, we've examined all our plants. Oh, I miss having a cat that purrs that loudly. They all smell the same to me, Phoenix. They all just kind of smell generic flour. They smell of flour. I have neither the time nor the inclination. You can water your plants using the watering can to earn the will to explore. Okay. All right. I see. Well, I mean, I feel like we have to water all the plants. Who knows how long it's been since they've been watered. Excuse me, watering can. I am not done with you. Oh, apparently if you right-click, it automatically pulls up the inspection. I see. Alright, so I believe that's all our plants watered. Let's move the fungus over here. The disturbing mushrooms can hang out together. Alright. Woo! This is quite the world map here. Well, we were told the note says to go to Ambleside. The library here at Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone the librarian is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. 2 book entries. Gilded dendra, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendrous miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Oh, I didn't want to... What is this? Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills of the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Okay. Ah, here we go. This encyclopedia is useful for identifying plants. Often the description will be more useful than the illustration. Remember to take care when dealing with poisonous plants. Okay. So, Bishop's Parasol. Mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it, can seem to draw light in, enveloping its dark surroundings in darkness. Gills of the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pain. I see. Spongy mushroom with potent ability is only safe to consume in small quantities, grants great strength for short periods at expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. Strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect. That is a word that is not in my lexicon. Making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. Alright, so it knocks you out. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Do we have one of those? Possibly this. Possibly. Fox button. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. I love the music. Gandhi root. Plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Didn't this say it has rough leaves? No. You? No. I thought one of these said that it had rough leaves. Was it you? Of course. Okay. Okay, so this is Gilded Dendra. We read that. Harlequin Blue. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal, so like a dandelion. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. That sounds fantastically terrifying, thank you. Its curled lemon dandy, its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. I know a couple of people that could use something like that. Mary's breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow the plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. That sounds like this. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Mellow glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. So, like a obfuscate power from a character in Vampire the Requiem. Understood. The mellow glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. Wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. That sounds fascinating. The St. John's poppy. Vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. Flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. I think this would be St. John's poppy then. Just throwing that out there. Wandering blue, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. No thank you. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. No thank you. No thank you. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Winter boar, also known as blue aloe or blue winter, after its cool blue-gray flowers, winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme cold. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. It's everything we have in our book. We have this strange object here. It looks like it fits things. Labels. Ooh, labels. I think this is St. John Poppy. That's the only one that I'm confident in right now. And our archive. Ooh, I can stick that in the archive. Excellent. I'll just slip this down here, I suppose. Oh, the will to explore has drawn up in us again. Alright. Oh, we can use this on the map too? Well, that's intriguing. Where is, out of curiosity, where are we? Or is this all within, like, the city limits, I wonder? Well, there's a stone circle over here. Let's check that out. This circle of ancient rhyolite boulders has been a site of ritual importance for hundreds of years. A lone pillar of red sandstone stands off to one side. Oh. We'll just put that away, too. Alright, the bell has been, you know, pulsing at me. So I suppose I'm supposed to click it. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your days surrounded by plants. And with this cat, who looks just like my darling deceased Luna. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices too faint to hear clearly coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. Well, I believe we have St. John's Poppy. Hooray! Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Interesting. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants, though, eh? Oh, we just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just... Alright, I won't. Whoa! Apparently that filled up our will to explore. Goesforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in the world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Well, let's see. Goesforth. Undermere recovery in the woods to the south of Gosforth. On the northeast corner of the wood. Okay. Ah! I did not mean to click a random spot. Dagnabbit. That's annoying. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round, down through Backbarrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Alright, bud. Let's not be so, curled leaves. Hey, that was lemon dandy. And we got a new plant. Well, let's label this. And we'll keep it yellow because it's not poisonous. I'll set it over here. So let's go take a look at this new plant that we got. Here it is. Pale yellow flowers. The leaves are quite soft. Strong smelling bulb. Pale yellow flowers, soft leaves. It's not in our book. We will have to identify it some other way. Okay. Gosforth. Where is Gosforth? Chat, if you see Gosforth, let me know. There's Gosforth. Okay. So south of town, woods south of town, northeast corner of the wood. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower amongst the trees. Yay! New plant acquired. We'll just slip that in the archive. Alright, let's see. Can we identify this plant? A single sweet smelling dark flower. Rough leaves. No. It's bushy blue flower heads. Sharp thorns. No. It would appear not. Although that could be Mary's breath. And then this, I believe, is, what is this? Not Harlequin Blue. Forest Camphor, perhaps? Leave those as is. Bay Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of expression about its features. Were you playing Shadowgate? You were playing Shadowgate. But not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. Yeah, that sounds like the Grim Reaper from Shadowgate. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Well, we're about to put our identification to the test. I was correct. Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Well, we know this. This is Butterdale. Go ahead and make that label a confirmed label. Pet our kitty cat. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to Back Barrow, shall we? Approaching Back Barrow, an industrial roar emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily via the steam railway. I pity the dusty workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there will be few useful botanical discoveries to be made here. Wouldn't surprise me. Nora Butterfield. How can we help you? Any wandering blue that always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor. The Wanderer. Anyway, the blue, if you've got it. I don't know that we do. Fungus can move slowly in the dark. The gills form beautiful flowing lines. They're also quite hard and sharp. Undersides are somewhat sharp. Alright, apparently that is Wandering Boo. Lady of Summer. Leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Well, that sounds like this. Alright, well, let's get some labels going here. I'm going to change this one to a purple because it doesn't seem to have any... At least nothing in our book. And I think this is Lady of Summer. Let's go for a walk. Go for a walk in a cave. A large dark pool sits in the belly of the cavernous opening of Riddal Cave. I suppress a shudder at the thought of the monsters that could lurk beneath its serene surface. And that's it, huh? Okay. Yes, that's right, buttery flowers. Pet the kitty. I was not anticipating visiting my kitty cat. Oh. Row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside library. Okay. Mrs. Rogue brought me a lovely cup of tea. I'm very grateful. Alright, let's take a look here. Row H. The third river. I mean, that's the third river? In row H. And we solved a clue! A clue to what? Not a clue! A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. From that we obtain a plant. Sound effects are a bit loud for my taste. I'm going to have to adjust them slightly. See how that goes. Our kitty here looks like one of my cats and sounds like the other one. I miss them. Dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Well, that... What is that? Gilded dendra. Probably gilded dendra. We're gonna label this in red, since I suspect it to be poisonous. We're going to move it over here. We're about to get some more wheel to explore. Very good. I guess we'll go to the... Maybe we go to the low wood? The old man? Let's go to the Ambleside. Go to the library. I could spend hours trawling the shelves of the library, but unless Simone has something for me, I should get back to the shop. Okay, so that's my hint not to go messing about in Ambleside for no reason. Bring me a sample of Apis demesis, and be quick about it. Buddy. Apis demesis. Okay. Gandhi root. Rough leaves can be an irritant. Leaves are coarse to the touch. There we go, Gandhi root. Very good. Mikdu. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. May be pleasant looking, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay, so let's get some label action going here. And then I think we have this other one. I'm sorry. Mikdu, is that the one that just, yeah, Mikdu. Possible? Perhaps. We have a note here. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over a cloak of unwelcome shade. And we got this new plant here. Stick that in the archive. Okay. Red fruits, long flat leaves. I don't think we have anything that matches that description. Ah, Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Why, thank you, sir. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by tramways. I thought you might be interested. Amos Duncan. Well, Amos, you might be onto something there, buddy. Hard Knot. Where is Hard Knot? There's Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. We need clavilium. I don't think we have any clavilium. Unfortunately. Well, we'll have to see what else the day brings. I'm headed to Greasdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Okay. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Thick, shiny leaves growing opposing pairs along the stems. Maybe? You know, that has thorns. I mean, this says they're stiff leaves. I guess we can try. Ah, no. Ooh, Rising Dread. So then... how was I supposed to know that? That didn't give me an adequate description. The book is talking about thick, shiny leaves. The leaves didn't come up. This is talking about how it doesn't smell of anything. Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made from leaves from the using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Yeah, if our close inspection identifies the leaves. That genuinely annoys me a little bit. What's that one that has the thorns? Mellow Glow. Yeah, see, like... veined leaves have a waxy finish, but they're not heart-shaped. I was able to make out last night make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room illegally, I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? Harlequin Blue. Harlequin Blue, bushy blue flower heads. again, it doesn't really, like... I'm gonna guess this is it. Shimmerlung. When the dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Make this tag purple since it's more utility. All right. Let's explore the city itself. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Okay, so it's just a description of what we already knew. That's nice. Useless. Pavilion. Heart-shaped leaves. I mean, those leaves are heart-shaped. Let's build up some will to explore, and we'll go try... We'll try that again, and we'll see if this is Clavilium. Okay, hard knot. Okay, apparently that is Clavelium. And we get 3 plants from that. Whoo! The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. Aguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lambs, will characterize this plant. And we got a trio of mushrooms. Okay. So this is, in fact, not Meekdew. This is Pavilion. Perhaps then this is Meekdew? Let's examine our mushrooms here. Seems to give off a small amount of light. Wasn't one of the mushrooms supposed to be... Dark, damp places feeding on any light that gets close to it. No, that absorbs light. Spongy mushroom. Forest camphor, no. Vibrant petals of this flower? No. Okay. We have no more intel on mushrooms. Viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from its underside. I feel like that description sounds familiar. It smells rotten. Okay. Seep a milky fluid that can be consumed. So that is you, right? Yes. Apparently, we have built up the will to explore yet again. So... let's just try that random... Why did I come here? Good question. Because Rogue just thought it looked interesting. Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May our Dwinia bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. Block you. Ban. Thank you for the bot. So you're looking for Mary's breath. Ugh. That's not Mary's breath. Wide waxy leaves. Okay. We're gonna just set that aside for the moment. Nope. Let's see here. We'll visit the castle, why not? I would love to wander through their gardens, but I will not be permitted entry without an invitation. That makes sense. Alright, let's see what's in the letter. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Ardra has been murdered. You will find us deep in Greasdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore, across from Torvar. Please help us. Greasdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore, across from Torvar. There's the lake shore across from Torvar. Uh-huh. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard, and then through a large oak door, along a corridor, and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? I asks my escort. I set to work. Yes, we know what could do this. It's that one super poisonous plant. But I need to identify a wren. Long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons. Though it has no flower. It has no flower. I don't have any wren. Or I do have it. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Ah, that's this right here. You are gray sandfire. Okay, you are wren. And I am going to take a break. Back shortly. I'm back. Just needed to stretch, you know. Anyway, we get a couple plants. Oh, right. I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and immediately my suspicions are confirmed. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Oh, well, we know what these two are. Turquoise flowers, sharp thorns. That is a mellow glow. So this other one that I thought was a mellow glow, no. And then you. Shimmerlong, right? Yeah. Right, I want to change that mellow glow tag to purple. And we're gonna do a little bit of plant rearranging here. Just put our un-ID'd plants over here. I'll put the ones that I suspect have good stuffs in them. I have an idea of what this might be, but I'm not sure. And then the poison, put over here. Yeah, that works for now. No clue what that could be. Let's go for a walk, shall we? Saw you break dancing while I was gone, Phoenix. The Old Man. The striking views at the top of the so-called Old Man of Coniston never fail to induce awe and wonder. Sadly, there are few people with the leisure to explore its heady heights. Today, it's just me and the sheep. A little concerned about this. What? Butterdale or Meekdew? Well, Butterdale is the one that has the butter-scented flower. Yes. Storian. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances. They are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Okay. Well, we have this bad boy with dark red fruits. So that would be this, I think. Just put that over there. And we have correctly identified that. So I will take my question mark off. Oh, pet hellebore 13 times, you get the cat lover achievement. Of course we pet the kitty. Rydal Cave. Fairfield Peak. I reach the rough stony plateau atop Fairfield Peak and catch my breath. The wind swirls and lashes at my cheeks. I take shelter behind a stone wall for a bite to eat before heading back down the mountain, empty-handed. Well, I guess it was worth a look, worth a try. Move on to the next day. It's another clue. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags. Okay. North of Hawkshead. Gotta find Hawkshead first. Chat, if you see it before I do, there's Hawkshead. Okay. So north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. Well, where's Lowick? There's Lowick. So east of Lowick, north of Hawkshead, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags. So it's got to be in this. Yeah, it's got to be here. Yes. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, and I am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. New plants acquired! Well, let's take a look and see what they are. Prowl away. Dark blue flowers, smells sweet like rhubarb. I don't think we have anything that matches that description. Cool blue-gray flowers. Rubbery leaves. Well, we'll go ahead and set it over there with the rest of the un-ID'd plants. Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems. But again, I don't think we have anything in our book that tells us anything. So, who knows? Yes, who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Eleanor's a good kitty. Yes, she is. Mr. Miller, looking for a plant? Lady of what's it or something or other? No green-eyed dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. Lady of Summer, huh? Alright. Well, I believe that's this. Oh, look, the Rising Dread disappeared. Yay! And we got a book entry. Fennet. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. Huh. Leaves are quite soft. So, that's Fennet. Just move the Fennec over here, shall we? And then we can also erase the question mark from my Lady of Summer tag. Because we now know what it is. And then we can go exploring. Let's see. Check out Jack's rake. Nothing here. Okay. I love how the cat actually, like, follows the mouse cursor a little bit. It's great. Okay. Ah, mailman. They're saying the Arda has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. Ah, another letter from Amos, huh? The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. We do have... what is that? Winter boar? Right? Rubbery leaves? No. Which one was that? Maybe it was Brimlock. Yes, Brimlock. Small yellow flowers with waxy, tough leaves. I don't think we have... No. We do not have any Brimlock, so we will not do that exploration right now because we will need it. Well, I guess let's go visit Calder Abbey. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness, only within a voice proclaims, "Only a friend may enter." Fox button. The hatch snaps shut and the oak... Oh, let's collect our book entry first. Sheepsnap. Sheepsnap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of a sheepsnap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. Alright. Anyway, the hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment surveying before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. And we do not have a plant that can restore people from being stoned. I guess we'll pet the kitty. And we'll talk to a customer. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Okay. Mushroom-like plant with red warts growing on it. I don't think we have any unidentified mushrooms or any additional entries about mushrooms in our book. So we can go hang out with the rest of the unidentified plants. And we're gonna go take a walk. Let's go down to the Swinside Stone Circle. Nobody knows why these stone circles were built, but standing in this tranquil place is not hard to imagine pagan rituals being performed here. Brilliant. Simone Green. Yes. No, Helibor has been good kitty. Excellent kitty. Oh, I owe you for the hour. I thought we were friends. Burning the midnight oil again. You could use some common truths and you know where to find it. Okay. Grows in abundance on red pike. Day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Red pike, huh? Despite being described as common, the Tros can be in fact quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. Oh, I could use that. Okay, red pike, you say. So where is it? Where is the red pike? Chad, if you see it, let me know. Red pike, where are you? Right, that is what she said, right? Ah, red pike. I was looking for water for some reason. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, the views majestic. I do not have time to look, or I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. And there's our new plant. No flower, sparse leaves. But I believe that is what she is after. Common truths. I guess if I had paid attention to the description, it grows in abundance on the slopes of red pike. You come over here, you come over here. You go up there. This, I think this is Farmer's Worry. Possibly. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Verona, is this going somewhere? Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. Yes, I know what they're like. I have 2 of them. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Oh, mine don't. Anyway, I think little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Do you have any shimmerlung? Why, yes, I believe I do. I believe I do. Although I'm wondering why it would not be labeled purple. Because it should be labeled purple. It is labeled purple. I'm just not paying attention. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow amongst tall leaves. Candlewood. And we'll stick you now with the ID'd plants, because that is a fairly strong identification, I think. Okay, so we still do not have the Brimlock. Small yellow flowers, waxy, tough leaves. Now, don't really have anything that fits the bill. Unless... possibly. I guess it's worth a try. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless... I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and I am presently rewarded. Sunset Mountaintop is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. Okay, so this is gonna be so... I hate that. That is so annoying. Let's collect our plant. That's gonna be the winter what's it? Yep, winter what's it? So there's Brimlock. We have a lot of useful plants. This is going to be... Sunset Mount Cap. Thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and is often placed in doorways. Mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Whew! Okay. And then you... Gray blue flowers with an orange center. You are definitely winter boar. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. Looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. That'd be St. John's poppy. I remember it's bright red, though. Yeah, we already identified St. John's poppy. Well, we have the will to explore, so let's go explore. Check out Ravenglass, why not? An expanse of water surrounds the coastal hamlet of Ravenglass, which sits on the estuary of 3 rivers. My librarian friend Simone tells me the Romans once used this as a naval port. Alright. Little pet hellebore. We'll go ahead and start our next day. Ooh. Ah. Time passed, a year and then another. The book remained hidden but out of sight. Did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, and what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. A feeling that this is gonna match up very nicely with something. Question is, what? Maybe the coastline? Yes. Off we go. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. 2 new plants. Oh, this is... I think we know what these are. The one is the little blue puffballs. Sheep snap. No. I know I read this description in this book, darn it. Ah, Aguria. Has to be. Soft, pale blue flowers. Yep. Purple because they're magic. Good. A rather unpleasant scent. Shimmerlong. Actually, we don't have anything in this book that would identify that. And apparently we are filled once again with the will to explore. We'll check out Blackcomb then. I see a pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. I wish I had not come. Oh, free dread! Dread that is free! Oh my, okay. Alright. Customer. The fox button was no help. I'm afraid the sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. You want some fennet. Well, there we go. Witch fig. A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. I just love petting this cat. I love the purr. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. Well, we're about to gain some will to explore, so I'm not going to open that letter. And we're going to go down to the Swinside Stone Circle, where that murder took place. Uh-huh. Free dread! Great. That was dumb. That was real dumb. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on the recent trip to the Griesdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Okay. What did she say? Just northeast? From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing gleaming cloaks and short bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Well, we got that mellow glow. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Caballia, a rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. Stick that in the archive. And we'll get our new plant. Bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Okay. There's only 5 petals on that. Really gotta wonder what happens if, if the dread gets too high. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. So we could give her Aguaria or Candlewood. So Aguaria would probably enhance her visions, whereas Candlewood would prevent her from experiencing the fear. Well, I say go for it, lady. Worryless. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Possibly this? Right? I could use a whole bush of that plant in real life. Just give me a small, thing to just breathe in all the time. Okay. Well, we have the will to explore. Let's not go anywhere foolish, shall we? Dungeon Gill. As I scramble up through the wooded ravine, the jagged outline of Jack's rake becomes intimidatingly visible in the distance. That will have to wait for another day. The fertile forest is lush and enticing, and a plethora of colorful plants and trees, but I don't find anything rare enough to take back with me. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. Wonderful breath of a life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Okay, Margaret, does this have a point? Shame about this awful weather, though. Must come to Scissor. Small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Ah, we've been invited to the castle. Which castle? Scissor Castle. Scissor Castle! I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elizabeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Okay, so pale leaves, red berries is fever kiss. Not that. It's probably this. But if I recall correctly, there was, yeah, the witch fig, right? Similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. So that could be either of those. Small yellow berries, and the leaves seem to have a mind of their own. I'll set that one aside. Francis, looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. Sounds like Gandy Root to me. Can we go back to the castle? Oh, yes. Yes, we can. And she gives us more plants. And another book entry. Fantastic. Oh, no. Okay. I've already explored here and found all there is to find. Okay. It's good of the game to tell us. Selena Scott. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Okay. But then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Okay. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Gray Sandfire? No. Stinking Mount Cat. Very good. The henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready for harvest. Turquoise in color, firm. I think that's this. Set that over here. Yeah, we'll go explore Jack's Rake. Why not? Why did I come here? Right, I've done that before, and there was nothing there. Alright, we'll end our day. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Well, there's the Abbey. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the Abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, so each square is a mile, where the Everheart grows. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. And we were told by the thing that is Everheart. Do not know what it does. Whoops. Sorry, Faye. I almost feel like you can sense its desires. Okay. You're afraid it's the sisterhood. That much is clear. It is afraid of the sisterhood. Oh. So much death, but it can be avoided with Arduino's protection. I do not know if I'm awake or asleep even now. I feel the darkness tearing away at my mind. Worryless. Worryless. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Well, this looks the most like that. That is unpleasant. They smell wonderful. It's as close as I can get. Alright. That is, in fact, worryless. Hop Heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Move this out of the unidentified plant section. Let's go down here to the White Scar Cave. Thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. We would want some farmer's worry to deal with that. Mushroom-like plant. Red warts growing on it. Farmer's worry, described as being spongy, if I recall. Spongy mushroom. I don't think I have another spongy mushroom. Yeah, no. I guess we'll just leave. Talk to a customer. It's okay. It's okay, Hellebore. Met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still. He asked after us. He said he had something for us. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. Said he was headed west. At least I think he was. He was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Thank you, Simone. Alright, you want your common truths? Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh my goodness. Random sneeze. There it is. Yes, I did find the plant you wanted. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the River Winster. Okay. River Winster. Sedberg. The hermit's camp is easy to find. Nestled between two boulders above the spring, the cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor, down to right 3. Okay. So down to right 3. The camp at Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes, ho, 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 the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Oh, oh, it's no use to me anymore. Oh, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red. Oh, Ebony. I am sure he is quite mad. Aha. Let's examine this letter, shall we? It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. I see. Okay. Well then. Oh, it's okay, Hellebore. I'm not long for this world, and I've decided I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Cabalia, like a drear huntsman. Almost always finding a 7-petaled flower. That's clearly 5 petals. Let's try that. There it is. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it Lothe, after a long-dead king, known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Okay. So you are Cabelia. Eyebright. brightly colored thorns. Well, those are not brightly colored. I don't think I have any other plants with thorns. I think it might be time for me to take a quick break. Yeah, I need to take a quick stretch break and grab a beverage. And I will be back. Okay, I return. Okay, so we have the will to explore. Let's go check out this Road Sea Wood, why not? Nothing here. Fine. Jade Mask. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I am looking for some hop heart. I don't know what that is. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. Okay. So this is probably Copper Caledonian. And then this is hop heart. That's gonna be my guess. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Elibor, that the bell startles you so. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation of the Twinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise, ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has gotten the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, perhaps. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Okay. Always comes in useful. Similar leaves to the fever kiss plant. Well, I'm suspecting that this is fever kiss, and this looks almost exactly like it. So, all right. Jacob's Worth. People tend to be drawn to unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate, and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Well, that's this. Because the leaves are almost alive. Okay, so if this is witch fig, right? Oh, no, I misspelled it. Then this other plant is almost assuredly fever kiss. What does fever kiss do again? An energy boost. Okay. Let's see. Whitbarrow? Let's try Whitbarrow Mountain. From the limestone crags of Whitbarrow Hill, I enjoy an expansive view of the surrounding countryside. I read that Whitbarrow's unique rock strata may have been formed thousands or even millions of years ago, when this land was covered in ice. Let's pet the kitty so that we don't scare the kitty. I never see anybody in your shop. Well, it's because you're not paying attention. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Well, it's because you're a jerk. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that cat still here. Don't you disparage my kitty. I need some Bishop's Parasol. Well. Very good. Royal Gentia. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentia. Okay, so let's change this to Royal Gentia. And we can remove the question mark from that. Very good. Build up some additional will to explore. Okay. We'll head to Tarn Crag, why not? I reach the top of the crag in double quick time. Below me the tarn glistens and shimmers in the sunlight, enticing me with its deep blue hue. All around me the fells ripple into the distance. After searching high and low for anything of significance, I decide enough is enough, and head back. Very good. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southward towards the fork. Looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. We'll try the fork of the river. Okay. It worked. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Let's see here. Light purple flowers. The smell is alluring. No. Eyebright is the one with thorns. We don't have that. I think we've identified all of those. Pretty sure we've identified henchuck? Yes. Nope. Jacob's Worth. Meek Dew, possibly not. Yeah, the rest of these I'm pretty sure that we have identified, with exception to Sheep Snap. Dark purple flowers. Very descriptive. Okay. Pet the kitty. Ring the bell. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Well, yes. Yes, it is worth our time. Question is, can I find where this would be? Looks like right there. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, and it's an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. As it so happens, we do. We get a book entry for this. Dranthium, a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as Green Eye, a name given from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green hint. Or a green tinge, excuse me. We will collect the new plant. Well, that looks like it could be... That looks like it could be the Everbright. Or the Bright Eye, or whatever it is. Because those are quite loudly colored thorns. Eyebright, yes. Yeah, that looks like it could be Eyebright. We'll pet our kitty and ring the bell. Bethany, what brings you in? Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her and her sister Charlotte. Remember that the Jacob's Worth plant is set to help locate people. Indeed it is. We'll go ahead and collect our book entry. Solomon's Scepter. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate, and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Could be this. Let's go for a walk, shall we? We'll try McGill Head. Why did I come here? Or Ilgill Head, excuse me. We came here because we haven't been there before. Peggy? Wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. You gonna give me a description? Curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Well, that sounds like Lady of Summer. Edgar Allan Poe? Ennis Alford, we've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us, praise the Dendru. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendro. And this sounds like a threat. I don't know how I feel about being threatened. But I'll hear them out. Yeah, I definitely identified the St. John's poppy pretty early on. Thank you very much. Good hellebore. Verona, nice to see you. You've returned from Swinside. You're hoping for more to go on, but there certainly were signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Okay. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. I believe this is gilded dendra. It is gilded dendra. Maiden's Sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. Flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along the stem that are thought to lend it its name. Well, that is this. And then you, I can erase the question mark. Because we know what you are. Don't have many plants that we haven't identified at this stage. That's nice. Anne Wood. Your aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. Okay. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. Well, that certainly would be unusual. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines. So strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. Yes, yes, we have some Everheart. Elderfinium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent, similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Okay. All right. Let's check out this area of the forest. Nothing here. Alright. Fine. Good enough. "5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun." Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. So 5 miles south of the second tallest mountain. Understood. Alright, so second tallest mountain looks to be Scafell Pike at 978 meters. Is that true? Calvin Klein obsession? Perhaps. Yeah, it looks like Scafell Pike is the tallest mountain. The tallest but one. So Bowfell, it looks like, is maybe the second tallest at 900-ish meters. So 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of the sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under a shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. That thing is hideous. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. What are all these doing over here? By the poisonous stuff? Ah, and come back. You're able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation. I mean, I should say so, what with it being a coffin. Coffin contained nothing but dust. Well, I mean, that's... At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. Put it back. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Put it back. I don't know if we should have done that. Long Veracund. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Small leaves. In pairs along the stem. Something Veracund. Long Veracund. Believed to lift curses. There's no way that's going to immediately come back to be useful. Not at all. Now that we know that that is Solomon's scepter, with its alluring smelling flowers, that gives us a hint as to what one of the other plants could be. We need to find something else that has an alluring scent. Still haven't figured out what that could be. We'll go to Roadsea Wood. Because we haven't been there before. I was looking for a plant. That's why we went there. We've got some mail. Heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near Swinside Stone Circle. So we're covering up the murder now. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield Way. Kentmere Eye. Well, that's not cryptic at all. Kentmere Eye. Okay. Is that a town? Is Kentmere a town? Kentmere is a town. I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I pass the Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find. Okay. So there's Kentmere, but where would be then Kentmere Eye? I mean, is it like another area on the map? Yeah, that I cannot answer. Mysterious. Ah, Verona. Nice to see you. Things are getting interesting, are they? I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. Okay. It's a plant used in several darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think through it some more. You need some maiden sorrow, do you? Very good. Red Ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. Red Ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since confusingly the large flower is in fact... It's this. It's this. And we have a thingy that uses this. Okay. So we've powered that up. I'm not seeing any thing on that. But these glow. Nothing there. Anything on this? It works. Yes, it does. What about this? Hmm. Anything on the map here? There's something there. Okay. Delphinium glows there. The Great Oak. Cool. Elderfinium. Oh, whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. And what's more, we know what it is. Not a clue what it does, but we know what it is. Don't know what. Oh. I didn't think to touch them. Okay. So now what? Yeah, I don't get that. I can make them all the right shape. But yeah, it doesn't tell me anything. Okay. Check this letter. Nothing. And I'll check this one more time. Nothing. Alright. Reuben. Looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Comb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Black Comb. Then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. Again, people disparaging Bradley Miller for some reason. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Why did you... Alright. Indeed. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who considered wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. I don't think we have any other plants with berries at the moment. No. Fairies. That's right, it was Samuel Whiskers. He was making the roly-poly pudding. Alright. Where else have we... Let's explore the Tomb of the Hunter, shall we? The memorial bears the name Swaif Prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Drear. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Drathinium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. Ooh. Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. Ah, I vaguely recall reading about something that had sharp edges. Is it Gerthinium? Long, sharp leaves. Yes. Dranthium. Whatever. I cannot... This is Wargarble. That plant is now officially known as Wargarble. Oh my. I'm gonna have to move my plants around a bit. Because I'm running out of space in my shop. That's okay. We could take a couple of minutes and reorganize our plants. Since we don't know what this does, I'm gonna leave it there. Because I don't know if the purple tag is correct or if the yellow tag is correct. There. There. Nicely organized, I think. And now I suppose we will go see about this great oak. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. That doesn't really do much for us. Okay. Kind of like switching all these to the upside down bellflower. What did that do for me? Nothing. You have been playing too much with the green eye. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. I can hook you up, brother. We get a book entry for that. Ember Soul. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. It produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves. They are razor sharp. That doesn't fit the description of any of the plants that we have up here on our shelf. So... yeah. No clue what this does. But... at first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Greasedale Forest. Oh, and we can go through and... I thought as much. Lowick to Ilgill Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Something tells me that'll form a cross on the map, and I will be able to find something there. This reset. Ilgil Head. Lowick. Where's Lowick? Lowick. To Ilgil Head. And then Crinkle Crags to Foxfield. X marks the spot. No. Lowick to Ilgil Head. Foxfield to the Crinkle Crags. Maybe there. Okay. Well, at least it's not thunderstorming today. I mean, I didn't really pledge my support. I just was... You threatened me. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Please don't. Praise the Dendru. Yeah, that's not creepy. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. Lowick to Ilgil Head. So we tried there. Suppose try there? Aha! The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. 1 for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. 2 for joy. New plants acquired. They should be in our unknown plant zone. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. These flowers have a delicate scent, purple turning to pink at the ends. Okay. Alright. However, I think that will mark an end to our time together tonight. I don't see a way to save the game manually. Yeah, no. It does not appear that there is a way to save the game manually. That's unfortunate. But see if there is someone to whom we can raid. No. I do not believe so. I think I'm going to have to allow you to find your own entertainment for the rest of the evening. So, until next time, thank you for joining me.